Hey everyone, today I am so excited to flip through my first official 2022 planner. This was sent from PurpleTrail and I am so excited to look at it. Upon first glance, it reminds me so much of plum paper because there are so many customizations available. And on one hand, I was like, this is gonna take me forever to decide what I want. And on the other, I was like, you have made a customized planner before. At this point, you just need to look for a little bit and make a decision. So I'm really excited to show you my planner, flip through it, and tell you what I got. The first two decisions that I had to make were size and cover choice. Now, you know me, I tend to like a medium to large size planner. This one is 6x8, so it's definitely not a small size, but it's a little smaller than small medium. I would classify it as like a closer to medium size. Now, they had an option where you could make this planner an 8.5x11, but I thought that might be too big. And upon looking at it, it really seems like I would have plenty of space to write everything I need. So I'm really happy I chose the 6x8 size. As far as covers, there were so many options. I was like, you just have to pick. Look for 5 minutes, scroll, pick your top 5, then narrow it down to 3, and then just pick one. Because there were so many, I don't even know that I saw all of the options. So many good choices, but I just love this one. This one is a tiled marble and it's got some different details on it, and I put my initials on the front. So you could put, I think you could put a quote, your initials, you could change the font, you could move around your initials too. Like I put mine here in the middle tile, but I think you could put it down lower somewhere else if you want. And I just love this because I haven't seen anything like this before. It's really unique. You can also pick out the different cover textures or cover materials. So there were 3 different options, and the one I chose is definitely a shiny cover, and I think this one would be really good in terms of durability. So I'm really excited to see how it holds up. So let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. One last thing I want to show you before we open it up is the coil binding. It lays flat, which is a huge advantage, something that is, I don't want to say a deal breaker, but pretty close to me, because if you don't have this, it's hard to have good handwriting in a planner. So anyway, I really like the coil binding and it seems really high quality, so I'm glad I chose that. All right, so opening it up, you get this planner belongs to, if found, please contact, and then when you flip the page, you get the holidays for 2022 and 2023, which is nice to have them at a glance. And then when you flip the next page, you get a beautiful rainbow calendar. I really love all of these colors, and at a glance calendar for 2022 and 2023. After that, you're right into the monthly. Now, what's nice is that the monthlies have tabs and they're laminated, so really high quality, and I really like the different colors for each of the months. So January, you open it up, you see the line page on the left, you see the month on the right, and then when you open it up, you get a grid page, and then next to it, you get birthdays, events, and things to remember. So a little pre-monthly page. Some people like to include goals in their planner, and if you're not exactly sure where to put it, that could be a great space, especially if you like monthly goals versus yearly or quarterly or whatever. Now, when you open it up, you get a really nice layout. I feel like this is a great size for a medium planner. It really is compact enough, but it's not too small. Now, the monthly runs Sunday to Saturday, which I do kind of feel like is a deal breaker for me on a monthly view. I really need to have that Sunday to Saturday layout. So Sunday to Saturday, and then on the right-hand side, you get a notes column. So that is really helpful. Now, going ahead to the weekly layout. Now, this was the last huge decision I had to make because they have 1 bazillion weekly options. There were so many good ones. I mean, so many good ones. And I was like, okay, you need to think about what you want. I just did a video a week or 2 ago about what kind of planner person are you? Are you a weekly? Are you a daily? Are you a monthly? A specialty planner person? And some of these layouts were so fun. They had like, did you drink enough water? And did you track this? And did you do that? And I was like, you want that because this looks fun and it looks great, and that might be great for somebody else, but you are not gonna use this. Even though that looks good and you think you want that, I was so proud of myself. Do not get that. So what I wound up going with was line paper on the left to do, and then on the right, a slot for each day. So I'm looking at the beginning of January 2022, the first full week. There's some space for the week before that is part December, part January. But this one has Monday the 3rd through Sunday the 9th, and it has got, I feel like what is, again, for a medium planner, plenty of space for that weekly. But on the left side, you've got that open space for to-dos. And again, I talked about this in that last video where I'm like, some things are to-do action items where it doesn't necessarily have to fall on a day of the week. So for example, you might need to do laundry. That needs to happen at some point, but it doesn't matter if it happens on Thursday or Friday. So you just put it on your to-do list. So I like that when you look at this, you really have, I mean, you have your week at a glance here. You've got really what's happening on each of those days, but here you have reminders, to-dos, checklists, general notes, and I think that's just really a nice way to look at your week. I don't know if that would work for everybody, but that is truly what works for me. I think that's why I love the Ecolo planner so much as well. You get the weekly on one side and the notes, reminders, all of that on the other. So this was a little bit bit reminiscent of that. It is smaller. It's got a little bit less on the lined page. Like I said, Ecolo has a little bit more on the like notes, to-dos, reminders. I think there are perpetual calendars on there. It's a little bit more, but this is really simple, and I think that is gonna be so beneficial for me. Now I've been flipping through it. March has like a nice purpley color. May has sort of like a reddish orange. I really like that. July is yellow, kind of like a gold mustard type color. November is a bluish, and you also get a blue for December. So they have different colors for the tabs. They've got different colors for the intro page for the month. Then you flip to the back, you have 6 notes sheets, which is really nice. That winds up being like 12 pages of notes, which I really like. I have seen a lot of planners right now for 2022, and they are great. They have unique weekly layouts. They're the perfect size. I get to the back. There is 1 note page. I can't even say notes pages, plural, like 1 note page, and that's it. And I just don't think that is practical. It's not something that would work for me. I need to have a few extra sheets in there just in case, you know, I need to put notes or, you know, just general reminders, information lists, big picture things in the back. So having just these even 6 pages here, or 6 sheets, so 12 pages, is going to be really beneficial. Ultimately, I just am really happy with this. I feel like it's the perfect amount of bells and whistles. It's not too much for me, but there's enough that I can take advantage of everything that it does come with. I was talking about this again. I keep referring to this last video because I am always trying to figure out the best type of planner for me. And something that I think I want is a lot of gratitude pages or habit trackers or to-do lists. And sometimes more simple is better. A simpler planner is better for me because it allows change throughout the different weeks. Like I said, I have notes on the left side and I have the daily on the right side when I look at my overall weekly. Well, maybe one week the notes pages doesn't really have very much, but then next week I have to divide it into 4 boxes and use it for multiple things. And what's really nice is that I can do that. I could add a habit tracker in there if I really want to. I could put a habit tracker sticker. So I just like that this is a planner that I think would work really good all year long because it can change with me as my needs, as my life, as my schedule changes. So I am really excited about this planner. The other thing I wanted to share is I spent so much time talking about how much I love the weekly that I chose that I didn't really share any other options. But if you look, they have a great vertical option as well. This one is a weekly option that just has columns for the entire week, Saturday and Sunday. Share that last column on the right. But they also do a vertical hourly, which is nice if you do like those hourly breakdowns. They have them in 1-hour increments or 15-minute increments, which is a really nice option. There is also one that is a 3-section weekly. This kind of reminds me of the layout of a happy planner where you get those columns, but the 3 boxes in each column. So that is a great option. There's also a quad weekly. You get a box for each day and there's an extra box because obviously there are 8, only 7 days of the week. And so you have an extra box in case you want to write any miscellaneous things there. Lastly, they have a really great daily option. Now this is interesting. You can do a daily option where you get 1 page per day, or you could even have a full spread for 1 day. I have never seen that option before. So basically Monday has the entire left side and the entire right side. So I guess that would be beneficial if you're somebody who really likes to write down all the details, every single little tiny bit of your day. Maybe there would be some aspect or area of your personal life or your career where you're really writing down a lot, and that might be beneficial to you. But at any rate, it's great that there are so many different options when you're not just looking at the monthly, when you're looking at the weekly or the daily layouts. Anyway, if you're thinking about getting a PurpleTrail planner, I'll leave my affiliate link below for something like this or one of their other many options. It doesn't cost anything additional to you, but it does help support the channel. So if you're interested, check that out. And if you have decided on your 2022 planner, be it a PurpleTrail or otherwise, I would love to hear that in the comments below as well. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.